sort of game. Obviously, he had to build them for the tower rush, but in this position, they're not going to be that useful. And two bestiaries going up now, and I wonder if he's actually going to go for Wyvern just based on this one position of the. Oh no, sorry, that's an altar. Yeah, there's a second bestiary there. So obviously, Thu will be wanting a second hero, maybe. Shadow Hunter would be a good idea, just because two sort of quite low hit point heroes here. It'd be nice just to be able to hex them and focus them down with the Blade Master. And meanwhile, first Sorks and Priests out for Yumiko now, getting a slow on that Blade Master. But it's at full health and has lots of mana, so it should be fine just to try and do a bit of damage. But I think Thu realizes that he's when he's slowed with the Blade Master, he's not going to be able to pick off any units, so he does just decide to run away. And these two bestiaries are now going down. Looks like Thu's actually been creeping just with Demolishers. That's quite impressive. I'm not sure what he's doing there. I think he'd forgotten that had been creeped or something. And Thu now just sticking by with his Blade Master. Probably he might try and cancel this Arcane Vault if he scouts it, but it looks like he has now run away. I'm not sure where he's going at this point, but two bestiaries are now up, 36 out of 50 food for Thu, and so he just does have some leeway, and yeah, he is going for Wyverns. That's probably the best choice against this army at this point, because obviously he has a fairly high level Blade Master as well, or level 3, so that's not bad. Yeah, and Soulburn being used on Blade Master. Obviously, Soulburn's so nice against heroes like the Blade Master. Allows you saw there was a crit for 30 there, so you can really see just what it can do to a Blade Master's damage output, and especially if you can get your Archmage to level 2 or higher, really, so you can get Brilliance Aura and just be able to cast it a bit more frequently while still having your fire spawns. And Thu is now repairing those Demolishers, and as you can see, Yumiko's researched Magic Sentry on Scout Tower, so all he has to do is put down an Ivory Tower, and it's like a free Sentry Ward, and Thu will now be scouted when trying to steal this creep, and I doubt he'll get it. They'll probably just all the focus really goes on him, and Thu is forced to pop an Invuln pot because he was a bit surrounded there. He does manage to pick up the item though. Actually, it's pretty careless from Yumiko. Robe of the Magi, and so I imagine he'll give that to a second hero if he gets one out. Oh, he does have one out. Yeah, it is a Shadow Hunter. And Thu actually going for a mixture of Raiders and Wind Riders, and obviously just as Demolishers left over from recently. But that's actually quite a nice combination, because it means he can just ensnare with the Raiders and then do lots of damage to the casters with a mixture of Siege and Piercing. And so that's going to be a really effective army, actually, and it's quite interesting combinations. And some interesting pulling of the army here from Thu. He picks up a Zeppelin as well, so he might decide to go do some harassment. Maybe he can get behind this wall and just drop off some his Blade Master and some Raiders or something and do some base raiding. And there won't be much Yumiko can do about that, because obviously his base is blocked off. And Yumiko meanwhile is creeped out to this creep here, and Thu now scouted this. But as you can see, Yumiko's actually picked up a Nerubian web spinner, which does have a web, as the name suggests, and a nice drop there by Thu. Actually, he trapped his Raiders, which is a bit careless, but otherwise quite nice, because it's a very nice position for his Demolishers. And Yumiko is forced to run away, and Thu now, as soon as he gets slowed, though, he really doesn't have much to do, and so he has to run away. Picks up his 3 Demolishers and probably will try and drop them, but as I said, the Zeppelin can just be webbed, and so that's going to be very bad for Thu if he loses those. He did sell his TP as well, so he won't be able just to TP out. And his Blade Master there does have a healing potion, so it should be okay. Zeppelin was unwebbed for a second and then got re-webbed by the same web spinner, and that web spinner now getting hexed, so that I think Zeppelin will be able to fly away in a minute. And Speed Scroll being used for Thu just to get his heroes out, but the Zeppelin will actually manage to get away, so that's very nice for him. It is slowed actually, so it might get caught, but I think Yumiko is actually going the wrong way, and Thu can just use the fact that it's flying to sort of get over trees and stuff, and so it should be okay, just to get away for now at least. And Yumiko actually trying to destroy another set of rocks. Clearly he wants to get this Zeppelin, but I don't think he'll be able to catch up at this point. Invisibility cast on the web spinner. Obviously that's a really nice element of surprise just to have, if you can catch them off guard and then just web before they can realize what's about to happen. And in case I didn't mention before, actually you can get Ice Troll Berserkers, which are pretty similar to normal berserkers apart from their blue. Yeah, and that's just one of the sort of odd creeps that you can get from this merc camp. It's a pretty weird combination, but it's pretty fun to have something a bit different. Another scout tower being put down here. Obviously, it's very nice just to have that scouting against the Blade Master. And meanwhile, Th000 actually dropping his demolishers with the Zeppelin just back into Yumiko's base, and he's picking up the gold line actually, which is an interesting choice. But Yumiko immediately calling militia, and this invisible web spinner being brought in as well. But Th000 looks like he's cleared an area here, and will just be able to beat down on these units, but he should be careful not to accidentally destroy the trees if they get too close, because then he'll actually give them a path for getting in. And meanwhile, Th000's coming with the rest of his army and just taking out the Arcane Vault, and so we might actually see a TP in here from Yumiko. That might be quite useful at this point. I can't see. He's gone for grey. It's a terrible color. Where is he? He's yeah, he is. He was creeping, but he's decided to TP in now, and very nice TP there. He's TP'd right on top of Th000's army, and so Th000's gonna have to run away with his army. But I'm not sure if Yumiko's gonna be able to do anything. Th000 has actually cleared up a little space right here on this ledge. That's actually gonna be very hard for Yumiko to reach. And he's only cleared enough for 2 demolishers by the looks of it. He might have to clear a little more space. But Yumiko has himself picked up a Zeppelin now, and will be able just to actually a nice dropping the web spinner, and then actually it gets killed and caught by the creep. So both the Zeppelins here are caught out now a bit. And meanwhile, a Bat Rider out for Th000 as well, obviously to try and get that Zeppelin. But Th000 actually got very lucky there. The creeps focused only on Yumiko's Zeppelin, and so Th000's was okay and managed to get away for now, and actually picks up a slowed Raider as well, so a bit cocky there. And Th000 now are running his Blaymaster and Shadowhunter out, taking out this scout tower, and as you can see, these demolishers continuing to do a lot of damage. Now 2-0 upgrades as well, and this one Bat Rider is just going to stick near the Zeppelin, so if another Zeppelin comes in, he can immediately try and take it out. And I guess there's not enough room up here for a third demolisher, but that's not a big problem. Th000 ensnares the web spinner, and now he's just going to be able to focus it down with demolishers. Obviously demolisher's really strong when you can actually be sure of hitting something and it isn't just an area of effect attack. Blade Master and Shadowhunter now levels 4 and 2 respectively, and it looks like Yumiko is actually going to finish off creeping this camp here. He does pick up another Zeppelin, but and I think he's not going to bother creeping it even. He's just going to try and get back to his base, which is probably taking a fair bit of damage. Yeah, it is. The gold mine's been cleared. I think he just had to run all his gold peasants to lumber, just so that they can't be attacked. And Th000 is now taking out the towers. I'm not sure this is the best choice, because he's not going to be able to do much after taking out the towers, because he knows Yumiko's coming back. And level 4 on the firelord does have a Boots of Quality Loss, actually plus 9 agility, that's quite nice, and an Ankh of Reincarnation. So a lot of extra damage on that firelord, as well as some extra armor. And the Zeppelin now just trying to stay hidden, I think. He doesn't want to be scouted by Yumiko, and so he just wants to try and psych him out as to where he's going to be. And it looks like he's just running back and forth to try and stay hidden. And meanwhile, Th000's probably going to creep. He doesn't really have much army, but he can certainly creep this. And taking a quick look at his base, he is at 50 food and is producing 1 more Raider. So yeah, Th000 does continue to creep. And he now has 2 Bat Riders with his Zeppelin as well. So I think he's anticipating maybe some more Griffins, because there's a Griffin Aviary out. Or sorry, not Griffins, Dragonhawks. And just because they would be quite useful against both the Raiders, or sorry, both the Wyvern and the Demolishers. And these 2 Demolishers now in a bit of trouble, actually. I think they might have done as much damage as they can do, because I'm not sure the Zeppelin can come in and pick it up without being killed itself. And it looks like this one Demolisher is going to go down, and this other one will go down shortly afterwards, but it does actually manage to take out at least 1 more caster before it dies. So those Demolishers really proved their worth. They really did manage to use them well, because he was stuck with them. And I think he does have 1 left, and he's now dropped this at the back of the mine. I'm not sure why I did that, but maybe he was hoping to get a free hit on the lava spawn. Meanwhile, Th000 is just continuing to creep with a small amount of a small number of units. And this is quite nice, a distraction tactic by Th000, because obviously Yumiko's really engaged here. He knows he can't do much, and Yumiko actually dropping some units on this tiny ledge now, and Th000 realizing that he might have to run away at this point. Looks like he might actually lose this one Bat Rider. Yeah, he does lose one Bat Rider. Our first Dragonhawk Rider is now out, and I'm not sure if this Bat Rider is actually also going to go down to the Soulburn. No, it looks like he does actually manage to get away, but does manage to detonate itself on the Griffin Rider. But wow, what a turn of events! Th000 now taking a lot of damage with his on his units, but it looks like he actually managed to get in the way if he ensnares the big creep. Yeah, he does, and so I think he will actually manage to get away. Oh, the Demolisher's ensnare, but I think the creeps are going to go for the Raider instead, and yeah, so pretty interesting there. Actually very lucky by Th000. I'm sure it's not luck, I'm sure it's skill, but a pretty sort of wild interchange of units, and Th000 now putting up an expansion